key in the house. My fiance has a key. My dad has a key. My son has a key. And I think I have 3 keys up on a fucking shelf.
And they all get lost.
And I'm sure if I went to go look for any of them, I wouldn't find them. So, it's in what do they say? It's in motion. It's something that I need to work on. It's something that I seriously need to work on. So anyway, moving on.
So I think the theme of this show is going to be first impression behaviors for a first date. And it's funny how the acronym first impression behaviors is FIB. like you're trying to
No, wait a minute.
Trying to make the best impression.
How long did it take you to actually see that?
Just writing it down at the top of the page.
First impression behaviors.
That's it.
The acronym is FIB.
Probably as long as it took me to explain it to you.
That's funny.
So my idea for this show is to have our guests pretend as if, I guess we could do an individual thing. Like we're on a first date. It'd be great if we were like on a threesome date. You know?
I'm sure it would.
Only if there's like an automatic payoff at the end, you know? I don't know. Let's pretend like that's happening, you know? And if the inclination climbs into your mind, let's just go with it. We'll see where it goes.
I'm out, motherfucker.
So in studio today, we have Brandy Polson, Cara Luna.
Yeah.
And how do you know us by way of Marin?
Transport him.
Transport him?
It's so simple.
That's awesome.
That sounded like such
How
a
does one
kid
go
answer.
about acquiring a transporter, man?
Yeah.
That sounded like such a kid answer. Oh my god.
It is a good answer. It's a
No,
fun
like
answer.
a kitty answer.
You're
So
fine.
lame.
Don't worry about it. Take your time to collect yourself and give the response that you want, and everything will be edited out in between.
She's like, I fucking blew it.
There's no one take on this one.
Yeah,
that was
we
like
can
such
edit
a
everything.
That was like such a little kitty answer.
You're fine. So, in all seriousness, I mean, how did you and I meet? How did we come to meet?
I work for a transportation company, and I transport him to dialysis.
How long have you been driving Marin?
How long has it been? Like a month or 2 months?
Really?
Yeah, a couple months.
Couple months.
A couple months, yeah. A couple months we've
It's
been.
been
Yeah.
regular.
As long as the show's been up?
Longer.
Longer.
Okay.
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, before the show even got started, I think a week before the show actually got started, I had actually talked to her about doing the show, about how I had been asked to do the show, and I was would think about it and stuff, and she actually, a lot of that bitching that you heard me do the other day, she got like that firsthand. She was my vent. So I got to vent to her, you know, and so I've known her long enough. What intrigued me about her, and what made me see what was a good story behind her is like, and she'll get into that, was her whole first-hand relationship, you know.
Horrible.
Horrible. Well, because you said you had been dating for like a year.
No.
Or not, or you had been.
I've been dating
running amok.
Well, I had an 8.5 year relationship.
Right.
And then I've been single for about.
In most states, that's married.
Right, but I've been single for like a year and 6 months. I've been single a year and 6 months now. Yeah. And for the first year, I was going out like every night just to get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was ready to like partying all the time. But I got sick of partying, so I stopped doing that.
Partying or dating?
Partying.
Okay.
And I was, I was with one guy for like, it lasted a couple weeks.
Okay.
That's been the longest relationship.
I was like, okay, I'm done with
like
you.
a rebound, a tweener?
Yeah.
A tweener?
I'm done with you.
Did he know that?
He did when she kicked him in the fucking
He didn't know that.
I got attached, but I was like, no, you're just a rebound buyer.
So when you first got into the relationship with the 8-year relationship,
The
how did
douchebag.
Yeah, okay. how did that what led you, like, in quotations I say this, like, what led you into his arms? What made you think that this is the guy, well, this is the one
He was
You know.
sexy.
Like you went out on a date
That's
with them, or
horrible. Okay, that's the weird thing. Oh my god, I've never been on an actual date where they've taken me out on a date like where we've had dinner and been courted like that. Never done that.
Courted. It's interesting how you use that word.
Really?
You never hear that in today's society.
Never
Never.
been like that. Yeah. it
Old
was just-
couples talk about
Really?
we had a 6 month to a year courting period.
right.
You never hear that.
And it's usually a
anymore.
fucking Mormon saying it.
Oh geez, thanks.
In the sense that that's good to have that to the story. And couples that are successful,
Mm-hmm.
to me it seems like they have that story. This is how we met. This was our first
Exactly
date.
right.
They've got a great
Everyone
story to
has
go
a-
along
yeah,
with that.
I don't have that story. Yeah, she introduced us, and then it's like he was really attached, and then he's like, "You want to be my girlfriend?" I was like, "Okay," and then we were together 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, how long was it before you moved in with each other? Like,
We started staying the night at each other's houses. First it was on the weekends, and then we just started
How far into the relationship?
right away.
immediately. Immediately.
Damn.
Shut up. But we were together 8 years, and then,
Right.
and then
Right.
towards the end.
So it validates how quickly you put out.
Oh! That hurt.
I'm kidding.
But the amazing thing is, I changed my weight. See, I've been abstinent since November.
Oh, really?
last-
One, you say you've been abstinent since December
November.
of last year, and what brought that on? I mean, what was your
I
decision
wanted
behind
to-
that?
Because I didn't want to be that girl that a guy thought that he could just. Because guys are like that nowadays, where they don't want to date you. They just want to hit you up and be like, "Hey, come to my house and let's chill," and they want to drink with you and just have sex with you, and that's it. I don't want to be that girl.
Right.
I want a relationship. I just.
Do you
don't
find
wanna be
yourself
that girl.
more vulnerable when you're drinking, or can you get to that point while you're drinking? Can you get to that point and go, okay, well, I'm buzzed enough, I'm cool, let me just chill out, or
Yeah,
like
I think it's
there's
more
just times where you just go, fuck it, let's just go fucking black
Well,
out
yeah,
city.
last year when I was partying over my ex, I was like that. I was all crazy out because it was hard for me.
Right. So when you decided to like kick him to the curb, as to say,
That was hard.
what I mean, did you have the conversation? Did you guys have like the whole throwdown scene,
it was horrible.
or was it I'm just leaving you and that's fucking, we're done and that's it?
No, it was horrible. I was at work one day and I was calling his cell phone. He wasn't answering, so I knew something was up because he'll answer. So I go home from my lunch and he's not there, and he left his cell phone, and I'm like, something's up, because he don't leave his cell phone unless he's trying to go behind my back and do something.
Right.
And I'm asking his brothers, where's he at? And they're like, I don't know. And then they start laughing. I'm like, they know where this motherfucker's at.
Right.
And then he comes back, but he's walking to the house. I'm like, what the hell? And I found out later he was with a girl at a hookah bar. And I'm like, are you serious while I'm at work? And stuff. And then he's like, well, I want a break. I'm like, you motherfucker. So, yeah.
So he was the one who pulled the trigger.
Yeah, it was like he wanted a break. And then,
Wow.
but then he spent like the next 3 days, he didn't want to leave my side. Like, he stayed with me at my mom's house. He didn't want to leave.
Right.
So,
He was trying to self-destruct the relationship with actually committing to initiating the breakup. Like presenting situations.
She's like,
that
he
would force
fucking
you-
left, man. Fuck it. He left. So,
Except he was by her side the whole time.
right. So 3 days
Douchebag.
he's there, then he decides to leave. Right.
and then
And-
we still talked for a while.
Right. Did
But-
you still have that animosity towards him, like,
Oh,
you
hell
motherfucker
yeah.
and blah blah blah?
Oh, hell yeah.
And then like, and you can say no comment if you want to. I get it. How long was it until you had like a sexual interaction with somebody else? Like, was it like an immediate, I want to go out and just fucking hurt as many fucking cocks as I fucking can, or
no,
or was
it was immediate. I want to go out and drink and get drunk and not feel my pain.
right? But sex like wasn't even a factor like in your mind at that time. You
No.
just wanted to drown the sorrows.
I just wanted to drown the
basically.
sorrows and just go out, and I couldn't be home alone. I'd call up my friends. I'd be calling them all night. I couldn't
Could
be
you
home
sleep
at all.
alone?
Yeah, I'd be at home alone sleeping. I wasn't staying at any guy's house or anything. But yeah, I'd be out every night drinking.
So you didn't try to use someone else to help you fill that emptiness?
No, I used alcohol.
Really?
She said alcohol. just for the
I
record.
used the shots.
Well, no, because and I say it because that's what, like I said, I found your when you first told me about your whole story about, because I met you and we talked a few times and you're like, yeah, you know, I like to go out and I like to have fun and blah blah blah, you know, and then like I said, you just kind of blurted out one day, yeah, I just came out of like an 8-year relationship. I'm like, wait a minute, man. You're not acting like someone who's that big, you know. It was hard, yeah. So that's where I think we had like a common interest, you know what I mean? Because it's like I know what it's like for me to be walked away from, because I was in a relationship for 9 years,
yeah,
and she literally walked away from me, you know what I mean? And we get, I think at least for me, I had to get to a point where I had to face my own demons,
yeah,
you know. And so that's my question is to you. Was there a point in there where you said, okay, well maybe it wasn't all his fault. Maybe there's something that I did wrong, and maybe I can change that, or maybe I can fix that. Did you come to that point, or was it just like, fuck it, it's all his fault, I don't give a shit? I'm taking it she's gonna say answer B.
It's all his fault. Come on now.
Well, no, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you, because I don't. You know, it's like I said, I don't know.
I don't really see it as it was my fault, because really in the relationship, all I wanted, I was the one paying everything. I worked. All I wanted him to do was just spend time with me on my days off. You know, be there for me. I mean, he worked odd jobs, and I was like, can you at least be there for me when I get home from work? And he wanted to just smoke weed, be with his friends, and do all that and stuff.
Right.
And she didn't do all that. I'm like, really? Come on now.
So you're
It's like, I'm not nagging you, I'm not doing all this, I just want to spend time with you on my day off. Really. That's it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
He was just a total douchebag.
I think that's the theme throughout her story. Who's that Martian? What is his name?
Marvin the Martian?
No, you're a dick. That guy who does the shows every week.
Ray William Johnson?
Ray William Johnson. But he's called himself My Favorite Martian, right? Or
right.
Your Favorite Martian.
And no, that's just a segment he does.
Right, and one of the songs he does, and maybe you should check it out, it's on YouTube. And the name of the song is Douchebag.
Oh, that's
and
his
it's like,
song.
you're a douchebag, douchebag, and he talks about all this shit that the
his
guy
song.
does just like to boost his ego up and whatnot. And so that's what I'm getting a sense of that's how you felt about him. You know what I mean? So
that leads me to one of my biggest pet peeves that I've noticed: generalized relationships. Most women are attracted to that bad boy, that scumbag, so to speak.
yeah,
In my opinion, they see tattoos, a look that fits a certain machismo, you know, a certain rebel, you know, bad boy, sexy. What frustrates me is you see what looks as an outsider looking into someone else's relationship, that it's a negative relationship where both parties really aren't benefiting much, and they're perpetuating the fact that the relationship probably isn't going anywhere, and they're not bettering each other. They're not. In what I'd like to, what I think would be a good relationship, I have yet to find myself, is two people that are complementing each other, that are kind of helping each other along their path in life.
Yeah.
That they're not necessarily one's going one way and the other one's kind of following up behind. They're both on their own trajectories, but they're aligned.
Yeah.
On their same on a path, and kind of like two people driving down the
Guiding each other.
right.
Yeah.
And just appreciate the journey along the way. You know, not like go ahead and climb in the seat. I'll be the driver, I guess, because you don't want to take care of your own shit.
Don't give me directions, bitch. Don't give me fucking directions. I want to talk with Carol for a minute, because you said you've known Brandy since 4th grade, right?
Yes.
You've known her since 4th grade.
Yep.
So here you are. You say you introduced them to each other,
Yes,
right?
and I feel bad. But I warned her.
She did. In all
warned
fairness, she said he will never be anything in life. He'll be 50 years
warned
old,
her.
still living with his parents with no job, because he can't read or write. She did warn me.
I told him he's a
So-
worthless.
So here you are. You're seeing the relationship as it progresses or it demises or however it goes. Maybe you can help me out with this. Like maybe year 3 or maybe year 4. You're seeing it from an outside perspective, and like, I mean, what are you thinking about? Like, what are you thinking about the relationship? I mean, are you
What do
telling
I
her?
think about their relationship?
Yeah, at that point,
She wasn't around.
I wasn't
So-
around.
oh, you
we
weren't
lost
around.
contact
We lost
during that
contact.
relationship.
We just barely got
Because I
back.
had my own man too at
okay.
18.
Oh, you two have
barely
just